Hi guys, thank you so much for clicking on and watching this video. I truly appreciate it. You are all so very amazing, and I'm so glad that you guys are part of my YouTube family. Today's video is going to consist of 3 different eye looks using the Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette. I purchased mine from Beautylish and it was $52. The palette itself is just absolutely beautiful and it feels amazing. And then you open it up and it's got a nice mirror, and then these are the shades and they're really pretty. I mean, some of them look like they don't belong, like Bleeding Heart and Vile Serpent, but they do look really nice and you can incorporate them into any look. This look right here will be the last one. Go ahead and stay tuned for look number 1. Moda Pro BMX 430. I'm going to take this and I'm dipping into the shade Deviant. Almost had everything ready. I gotta find a mirror. With that Deviant color, I am going above my crease quite a bit. I did prime my eyes with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer. This is a really pretty lilac shade. With my Luxie 231 brush, I am going to dip into the shade Vivid Mood. I'm putting this just slightly below Deviant. With my Delium 781 brush, I am going to now dip into Blood Queen. And I'm putting this in the outer part of my eye. To about halfway on the lid. With my Delium 758 brush, I am dipping into the shade Take the Crown. I'm putting this right next to Blood Queen. It's very pretty. Flipping that brush over, and I'm using the clean side for Wet Jewel. That is so pretty. With my Moda Pro BM420, I am going to dip into the shade Executioner. You knew that had to be coming, didn't you? This is beautiful. This I am placing on the very outer part. Right on the outer V. I will get this blended better in just a moment. My Delium Tool 781 brush, I'm dipping back into Blood Queen. And just adding some of this color back into the outer part of the eye. Going back to my original Luxie brush, dipping into Vivid Mood again. I'm putting it right above. I don't really want to have any harsh lines. My Moda brush again, dipping into the very first color, which is Deviant. And put that right above. I wiped the remaining product off, and I'm going to dip into Your Majesty, and that is the white color right here. And I'm placing this right at the brow area. I wiped off my 758 brush. I'm going to dip into the shade Vivid Mood, going under my waterline here. Holy moly. And I do have a little bit of product on my face. Only on this eye, so I didn't pay attention if I had fallout or if it was just my clumsiness. With a Luxie 215 brush, I am dipping into Executioner. Right at the waterline. All right, I'm going to line my eyes and put my mascara on, and I'll be right back. So here is my finished eye look. I rather like it. I think it's very, very pretty. I really like the shadows, the different shades that were available, and the different finishes. I did use my Sugar Wingman waterproof micro liner for my upper lash line. And then I used the Laura Geller Incredible waterproof gel liner in Ultraviolet. Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme mascara. And then I went ahead and used Urban Decay's 66. It's a comfort matte, and it came with that Born to Run collection. I really do like this color. Stay tuned for look number 2. I already primed my eyes. I did use a different primer than normal today. I have another video of using things that are new to me that I haven't used, or old products, or older products that I used. The NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. I'm going to use my Chanel number 19 brush. Dungeon is this dark color right there. I'm going to use it on my outer V area, probably a little bit inward, and see. And then I'm going to blend in colors on top of it. And this is such a pretty color. with my Delium 781 brush, I am going to dip into the shade Scandal Water. I will be putting this right above the dungeon color I just used. I actually really like these two colors together. It's pretty. With my Wet n Wild Fluffy brush, I'm dipping into the shade Your Majesty. And I am placing that right at the brow area, slightly above the Scandal Water. I'm grabbing my Chanel number 19 brush again and going to dip back into the shade Dungeon. I do want to say the smallest touch is all you need when getting your eyeshadow. It is a very soft formula and it's extremely pigmented, so you don't have to rub your brush in it. And I'm putting this a little further in on my lid. I am now taking a Luxie 231 brush. I am going into the shade Executioner. This really pretty sparkly shade. And I am putting this right at the outer V just to darken that up a bit. Now with my Delium 777, I'm going to dip into the shade Beauty Sleep. Again, look at how much comes up on the brush with just barely a tap. I'm placing this in the inner part of my eyelid. And I'm blending it into Dungeon and Executioner. Now with my Real Techniques brow highlighting brush, I'm dipping into the shade Vivid Mood. With that same brush, I'm going to go into Scandal Water, the one we used up above. This one. I'm blending it into Vivid Mood. Now with my Moda Pro BMX 402 brush, I'm dipping into Dungeon. I'm placing this right at the lash line, just to smudge it. Now I'm going to line my eyes and get my mascara on, and I'll show you the finished look when I'm done. All right, guys, so here is the finished look. I like the way that this turned out. A little bit darker. I like it. I really, really do. Go ahead and stay tuned for look number 3. I'm going to take my Delium 785 brush and I'm going to dip into the shade Monarchy. I'm putting this above my crease, significantly above. I did prime my eyes. I used that NARS primer, the smudge proof eyeshadow base. I'm now going to dip into the shade Sworn Enemy. And I'm using my Chanel eyeshadow brush number 19. This one's a little bit harder for my brush to pick up. I am putting this outer V area. I'm actually grabbing more of that color and I'm going to put it all over the lid. I never know what type of look I want to do or what colors I want to use until I'm filming, so that's why I get a little indecisive sometimes. And this is a very pretty green. Now with my Delium 780 pencil brush, I am going to dip into the shade Vile Serpent. Pretty nice pigmentation on that. I'm putting this on the outer V. I really like the way that this is looking. It is very pretty. I'm going back into the shade Monarchy, that first shade. And again, just right over like that, just to get some of the harsh lines taken care of. My Delium 758 brush, I'm going into Your Majesty. And this I'm placing just right at the brow. And then I do want to place some of that just right in the intersection of my eye. With that same 758 brush, I wiped it off on a towel. I'm dipping into the Sworn Enemy color again. I want to see if it goes on a little bit better with this brush. It's a very pretty color. It's just for whatever reason is not wanting to pick up. And I actually think just because it's a light mossy green, but that's how I think of it, as like a mossy green. With my Delium 780 pencil brush, I'm going to dip into the shade Beauty Sleep, which is something I really need to get, along with just a small amount of Wet Jewel. With my Linda Hallberg 333 brush, dipping into Vile Serpent, and I'm placing it on my lower lash line. And with my Delium 773, I'm going to go ahead and dip into that shade Monarchy again. I'm just blending out the lower lash line. I'm going to finish the rest of my eyes off camera, and I will be right back to show you the finished look. I have finished with the rest of my eye makeup, and I did put some lipstick on. This I'm using the Bare Minerals Mineralist in the shade Honesty, and I also used the Lip Euphoria from Natasha Denona in the shade Mauve. For my eyes, I used Tartist, the double take eyeliner. I used the liquid. I used liquid side for my upper lash line. My Laura Mercier Violet eye pencil, and I did put that right in the waterline just to add a little bit of purple and oomph. And then for my mascara, I used the Ciate London Triple Shot XXL mascara, and this one is in Black XXL. It's the only second time I've used it, but I really am quite fond, so we'll kind of see. Let me show you the finished look. I like the way it turned out. I really truly do. So I really do like this Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette. Jefferee Star Cosmetics is a brand that I'm going to have to continue to watch. I've purchased Blood Sugar after using it from a friend, and then I wanted to get the Alien palette really bad, but it's no longer made. I even emailed the company and then because I wanted just even to buy it, and they said they didn't have any more, or they said that those palettes get retired so that he can come out with new products, and I so understand that, but I really like that palette. So maybe someday he'll decide to bring it back. I don't know. But his quality with his eyeshadows, because I have not tried any other of his products, so just the eyeshadows are impeccable, and I really enjoy working with them. The packaging, you know, it's statement piece. That's all I got to say. This is a really pretty, like, velour covering. It's bulky and big, but again, it's a statement piece, and this really isn't ideal for traveling, which I won't be doing this year for sure. I don't know about you guys. I really do like this eyeshadow palette. I want to try the highlighter that he came out with this, and then I would really love to try some of his lips, sticks, and glosses. So this is going to wrap it up for this video. I highly recommend this palette. If it's something that you can afford and you can get your hands on, I find it to be worth the money. Again, that's just my personal opinion. I want to take a moment and thank all of you for clicking on and watching this video. I truly appreciate you guys supporting me and helping me on my journey of reaching these milestones in YouTube. I just want to keep going. You know, next one's gonna be 500 and then 1,000 and so on and so forth. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let me know which of these looks on this Jeffree Star palette you liked the best. Anyway, it's gonna do it for this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Much love. Jeffree Star Swatches. Your Majesty, take the crown. Deviant. And Beauty Sleep. Wet Jewel. And that one is really pretty. Royal Pain, Dungeon, Scandal Water, Sworn Enemy, Pink Magic, that's pretty, Bleeding Heart, that is a really vibrant red, and then we have Executioner, oh that's actually really stunning. All right, High King, Vivid Mood, Monarchy, and Blood Queen. Okay. We have Vile Serpent, and Betrayal. That Executioner's shade is so pretty.